Alright, let's do... I've got a whole fleet of guys here. I don't know what we got. Let's look at the raid reading. Oh, this is no good. Alright, we need to... Definitely need to fix this. Yeah, I like my shaman distributed fairly liberally. Let's get a priest in my tank groups. And... let's try and get a priest in every group. Oh! Yes. Warlock in the tank group, always good. I want a decursor in every group too, so I'm gonna assume some of these druids are decurses. We're gonna have to summon that guy back. We just lost one of our warlocks. I think that's a warlock, yep. We'll go outside and summon him back. Yep, we have lots of shaman. I like that. There are 8 shaman. It's exactly what you want. So let's go outside and summon that last warlock back. Oh, I have to invite him to raid. Zolder 10. Crowberter. Hey, Furious Waps, ever had issues with druids spamming hots instead of direct heals? Well, yeah, that's what they do, actually, when you get into an AoE heal situation. Whenever you call AoE heal, like with Shift 6, you'll see the druids don't actually do direct heals in an AoE situation. They're just like finding the guys with the lowest health and putting rejuve on them in order from bottom to top. And in that way, they're just trying to, I don't know, help the raid most efficiently. I'm not sure I buy it. Maybe they should be just direct healing the lowest guys, but I got a serious fan of HOTS here in my Discord, and he really wanted to see HOTS, so I made the druids do some HOTS. Look, it's only thrown away 2 druids, but I still think that they would do better with direct heals. We could always just replace the word rejuvenation with, you know, healing touch, and get the same result. Probably better result, really. So it's just the way I have it programmed right now for AoE heals, and yes, I don't claim that it's optimal at all, or even the right thing to do, but I'm hoping that there is some way I can use HOTS, and we should be AoE healing right now. I bet you we are. Bet you we are. I don't even know where my healers are. Okay, that priest is not prayer of healing right now, so Anyway, they had kind of a hard time with that double giant pull. That's kind of surprising, because these guys have okay gear. I mean, we're gonna take a tour. My 5-man is the one with Druid Healer, so I guess I should remake that comp. No, not necessarily. Just find the AoE heal function and change what the druids are doing in it for now. Um, I don't think the AoE heal function. What hot are you talking about? Are you talking about regrowth or are you talking about rejuve? Very important distinction there. Because 5-mans don't actually use 5-mans. 5-mans actually might. Let's take a look. Let's see what 5-mans are doing. Hold on. You may have spotted something here. Okay, let's look at raid heal. Okay. Oh. Let's move this line above that line. Okay. I think you found something. I think the quick heal line. Oh, you can't even see this. Oops. Okay. This is what it did look like. This is what raid heal looked like. Undo, bitch. Oh. Okay. So this is what it looked like when I came up here. Oh, the Surger. Hold on. No, I think I think you definitely spotted something there, Crowbirder. Yep. It's a bug. It's a bug. In fact, you know what? I'll fix it right now. Fix it and update the code. Because we want our Druid healers to heal well. I love Druid healers. They're awesome. Alright, so where were we? Well, you can fix it for yourself right now. Go down to find the function raid heal and notice there's a line with quick heal in it. If you're not in raid, you're going to quick heal. Unfortunately, I call AoE heal before quick heal. That's not right. You shouldn't be using AoE heal in party at all. So this has to go as the first line in raid heal. So that's all me. That's all me. And I will actually fix it in the release right now. I am fixing it in the release right now. Function raid heal. Move that thing up to the top. Done. Let me zip this up and post it. You might have noticed that I had a fake wow.exe in my add-ons package that would have overwritten your real wow.exe. Very sorry about that. I have since corrected it. That was a big goof up on my part. I was using that to test my one-click my one-click configuration stuff, right? But I forgot to delete it. So that's pretty on me, bro. Super sorry about that one if it caused you any consternation. But you know, I'm an amateur and these things are bound to happen on release day. And I expect there's going to be a lot of rapid fire bug fixes and changes over the next few days. So, and in fact, I'm just going to post this on my downloads. this up on the GitHub too. Um, done. Leave. GitHub. There we go. Corrected. Alright, there you go. You should be up and running again. Thank you for using the new code and trying it out. People like you are the early adopters are the most important. Make sure, though, make damn sure that when you press the one button, your raid is at a full stop. See, my guys are acting like they're running off the edge. They're not really running off the edge, I hope. But I had pressed the one key before I came to a full stop. And the one key does so much now with auto trade that it's just overwhelmed. And so it'll cause your guys to appear to run off. It might cause them to actually run off. So full stop. Now press the one key. Actually press the equals key to generate some conjured water. So uh-oh. Fire Lord got a little too close. Let's back up a little bit. Back the hunters up. Man, I just love the fact that the hunters configure themselves now, you know, on the T key and all that. It's just, I'm really loving the one-click configuration. Come on, kill that Fire Lord. Oh, now we got 2 spawns. Get over here, spawns. Can't have you spawns running around. Okay, everybody alive. Nobody's run off, right? Now we can press the one key safely. Auto trade will swing into action. We'll start trading things around. We'll move mana potions around. We'll move healing potions around. I even assigned a guy to collect the BOEs that I pick up, and certainly a guy to collect the gold. Zolder 1 is collecting all the gold. Let's see how much gold he has right now. 222. Not much. Oh, 256. Somebody give him some gold. So there, everybody in the raid is going to give him gold until they only have 35 gold. Let's see what he ends up with. He's at 323 right now. Somebody gave me all these characters today. A guy who used to play, but he doesn't play anymore. He mostly plays PUBG and stuff like that. Shooter games. And he never could do 40 boxing. Shift Control M. I had 2 windows that were minimized and out of position. So I need to rearrange my windows more to my liking, but right now I'm going to just rearrange them manually. And wow, I see a lot of bijous flying around. So this raid does have some bijous. Well, that's what he was doing. He had 2 ZG raids, and that's what he would do. He would just run raids. Oh no. Is Zolder 1 the Bijou collector? I hope not. Well, I can't look at that right now because that has my passwords and stuff in it, so I'll look at that afterward. But it looks like the Bijou collector is, I put Zolder 1 as the Bijou collector. Wait, Zolder 1? Isn't Zolder 1? Oh no, I thought Zolder was the Bijou collector. Oh, look, my gold is going up. Now, once you've started using the one key, wait 30 seconds until everything calms down before you pull the next mob. Wait for all the trade windows to stop flashing and stuff. The trade windows will keep auto trading for about for 30 seconds after you last click the one key. So Alright, that's good enough. They're all finished. We're gonna keep trying to kill Lucifron, I guess. Back the hunters up. And let's burst. We need all we can get on these Molten Giants. And let's just check our DPS on this raid. Make sure this is last fight. And we're going to see who's doing the job. It looks like that's total damage, not DPS. Uh-oh. One of those guys ran past me. Get over here, sucker. Elemental at the top. Chain lightning. Yeah. Alliance, you don't have chain lightning. Alliance, you suck. Bring your chain lightning, Alliance. Oh, you don't have that? We do. I'm gonna feign death. Is there somebody besides a hunter back there? I think I may have mismarked somebody. Zolder 2, I think I mismarked as a hunter. Because he's backing up with the hunters, so I'll have to take a look at my tune list again while you guys aren't looking. Alright, then we're gonna not back the hunters up this time and see what the Fury Warriors are doing as far as how good they are. Oh no, no, it's a bad doggy. It's a bad doggy. We don't want the bad doggy. Bad doggy on a light raid, lightly geared raid. That's your worst nightmare. So what you want to do with the bad doggies on lightly geared raids is distance. You wanna get as much distance as possible. Okay, move into another tank. Okay, I'm just gonna back up, and I'm gonna keep backing up. Every single step of the way, you just keep backing up. And that's how you handle the confusion dogs. You keep as much space between them and the raid, because as soon as you get out of confusion, they come back toward you. And then they spend their time walking between the two raids. Walking between your tank and the raid. So I'm beginning to forget these little tricks that I used when I had no gear, and that's why I really like the idea of, oh, what's up, J. Scott? Fell Steed in Control 4, yes. Up and running, but yeah, it's 12:30 in Washington, D.C. Pre-positioned in front of ZG. Nice. Okay, we finished off the bad dog and only lost a few guys, but that was a close thing. I mean, that could have gone south really fast. Whew. And then how'd we do on our mana? I feel like we got people who aren't healing. Why is Zolder Trinin, Zolder 39, not healing? We better double check our SM extend, huh? Okay, I don't want to bring that up. More backpacks and boss. Bat boss tomorrow. I first read your comment of unstable concoction versus as unstable connection. Oh. Oh, all right. Well, that must have made you really annoyed. Um, okay. Zolder try Nin. Zolder try Nin is not in the healer list. Maybe he's a caster, but he just got turned around, so he wasn't shooting. I'll check the yellow frames. Alright, so this is the bridge battle. The battle for the bridge to Lucifron. And when you're lightly geared, and even when you're more heavily geared, you can't really casual this, because those surgers will knock you right into the pond. And your partner doesn't have enough free bag slots. Wow, we have people with full bags. Man, that guy has so many. Oh, look, I wish I could show you this. That guy has like a full set of bags of lockboxes. So what we're going to do here is we're going to find Hunter hopefully on the screen, and we're going to pet pull. Do I not have a Hunter on the screen? No, I don't have a Hunter on the screen. Damn it. That means I have to run my Hunter pet, Eyes of the Beast. Actually, you know what? It could be that Zolder just doesn't have pets. I think Zolder just doesn't have pets. I think we have a Hunter. But what we can do is we can make a Warlock send his imp at the... we'll make one of the Warlocks send his imp. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. We gotta get Zolder. You know what pets I really immediately liked were the wolves from BRD. I've been using cats the whole time, right? But I got a borrowed army last time, and the guy had wolves. The wolves were great, really, really good, and fast. I mean, the fastest pets I've ever seen. They were really weirdly fast. Like I'll have a cat, right? And I'll Eyes of the Beast the cat, and that cat will have sprint. But you press sprint on vanilla gaming and nothing happens. The cat doesn't sprint. The cat doesn't do crap. So, but the wolf just absolutely took off. All right. Oh, that imp's going to get that. That imp's going to get that guy. I'm going to open with Alt 2 here on the Surger, and then we're going to quickly let Alt down and see who is at the top. Zolder 4 is doing all right, Mr. Fury Warrior, but he immediately fell off as the Warlock started landing. Let's just look for yellow frames and turn people manually. Why not? That's what the yellow frames are for, right? Man, I overdid it on my shoulder again today. It feels really sore. The mage DPS depresses me. Yes, it's bad. It's bad. Let's see what he's doing. They're doing Frostbolt and Frost Nova. Whoa, don't fall in, don't fall in. Oh my gosh, that was close. Oh god. Run away! Never engage them near the bridge. Wait till they get away from the bridge, away from the lava. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. What's he doing? What's he doing? Get away from me. Okay. Sneak in. Ooh, this was actually probably ill-conceived. Oh my gosh. Oh, 3. Oh, wow. Oh no. Oh no, this is a run back. That was hubris. That was hubris that I thought I could do that in greens. What am I in anyway? Let's get an intro for some of these guys. He's got some blues and ZG. He's got some greens. This guy's fully ZG kitted. I mean, he's plenty ready for a molten core. Plenty ready. He's got purple necklace from ZG. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, let's run back real quick. A lot of people don't have rings. I'm looking around, and yeah, a lot of people don't have rings. Certainly, trinkets are a rare treat. But there are a lot of people with a lot of stuff. I mean, this is a raid that should be able to get all the way to Major Domo. I don't know if they can kill Major Domo, but I expect this raid can get all the way there. Okay, so let's see. Jay says, Bat Boss, now that Shield Bash is taken out, make a separate macro for that to manually click on warriors or aerial. Yeah, they do. Shift. It's called Shift 3, bro. Shift 3 will Shield Bash. Oh, BTW. Something I noticed with that. Fun fact. Frost Novid mobs don't have aggro as such. They target whatever's closest to them. Tank, healer, clothy alike. So remove it from 2. Alright. So, does everybody agree to remove Frost Nova from 2? I don't know if I agree with that. But, you know, you bring up a good point. The Frost Nova mobs won't be in range of, say, a cleave or, you know, a swipe from a druid tank if they get Nova'd out too far. So, I mean, if everybody votes to remove Frost Nova from 2, I will remove it. I kind of like it. I feel like it gives me more time sometimes to think about what my next step is. But you know, you can always remove it. Just search for Frost Nova and comment it out with 2 dashes. Alright, running up to the window. My favorite window. The window I tried to avoid. If they would only give me this one thing, Molten Core would be 10x better. Don't make me jump through the window when I'm dead. And now I'm trying to use the arrow keys to jump people through the window without falling into the lava. So far, so good. None in the lava yet. Nobody in the lava yet. Now you got the class of tunes that get stuck on the threshold. So you have to jump and click forward, jump and click forward, just so they hit the threshold. Nothing more. Meanwhile, people are jumping and clicking forward inside the dungeon. So eventually they will walk all the way to the bridge if you do this awkwardly enough. Look at that guy. This guy got all the way to the bridge. Can you believe that? And we just have a couple left. I got a hand run in, and nobody fell in the GD lava. I think we're all in. We are all in. Some people just ran out because they did the multi-box follow. But they ran out of lives, so they can just click on the quest giver. We can just tilde click the quest giver. Actually, we're back in. Boom. Everybody in. All right. Right. So shield bash is just an interrupt. I got dressed down for using that by 420. So I mean, I did all kinds of odd stuff like that without really thinking it through. And let's stop and buff. Make sure everybody stops moving and then start hitting the 1 key. Safest thing to do, because the 1 key is extremely busy now. I mean, it's certainly the busiest command that you'll run in multiboxing. Man, Zolder 20 something. Zolder 20 something doesn't have enough space. This guy, that's because Zolder 18 doesn't have enough space. Geez, all these lock boxes. I wonder if anybody can pick locks. We have so many lock boxes. I've got to distribute lock boxes to more people. I'm going to give Zolder 30 lock boxes too. I'm going to have to do that by hand editing. Normally I would do this by editing my tune list, but clearly I've got to give a lot of different people lock boxes. Zolder 30 gets lockbox. Oh, I hate these names, Zolder. I do not love the names he chose. How about Zolder Try 2? Gets lockboxes also. Okay, so we're going to divide up those lockboxes a bit. But here's the problem. They won't empty their bags of lockboxes to give it to the other lockbox collector. So I'm going to actually have to target the other lockbox collector. Zolder Try TWO. And just give a bunch of lockboxes over to him manually. We'll work on that. Come on, open a trade. Why can't I trade with you? Because I wasn't targeting him, I was targeting myself. There we go. Okay, that guy has some empty backspace now. I find that right now with the current state of auto trade, if a guy has full bags, it breaks everything. It breaks everything. So you can't let anybody maintain full bags. Make sure that, in fact, you know what? I'm gonna conjure some crystal water. All right, Jay. Yeah, see if I get any bosses down. Just fast forward tomorrow. I think I'm gonna have a good shot at Lucifron, but you know, who knows? These guys are slightly undergeared, but no less than I had them when I had Lucifron. Actually, you know what? I had a tank in full might when I first downed Lucifron, but with my last borrowed army, I did not have might gear. That entire borrowed army was in pre-raid blues. Not necessarily even best in slot, although a lot of them did have best in slot blues. It was a really nice raid actually. The bug, what I call the bug raid, super nice. For you know, just short of being a real raid in real tier gear. Nice and strong. Okay, so if you have to fight on this side of the bridge, what you do is you cut up here and then make a U-turn and come back and get right up against the wall. Then you go get the guy. And now we got two. So the real challenge here is to keep people from being knocked into the drink, and you avoid that by continually hitting Alt 4 and pulling people back into the wall. Take a look at how many yellow frames you have while you're doing this, and try and keep those to a minimum by making people take a step back with the down arrow. That was really nice. 2 surgers against the wall and absolutely no problems. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He disappeared there for a minute. That was a stealth surger. I still need to steal some tunes from the bug raid. Wow, you still haven't stolen tunes from the bug raid? I think just leave the bug raid together. Let's have 3 different raids, Valatorin, and if we can, 3 different 40 raids, 4 different 40s, counting yours. You can mix and match and stuff, but you know, tell me which ones you're rejecting from your raid, so I can put them in the in the odd raid out, so that we have 4 40-man raids on Horde that we can farm with, because I kind of need money, and you can get money really well from farming molten core. You can get big money if like a rare recipe drops, like just happened at 420. He got the rejuvenation flask of rejuvenation and sold that for 30,000 gold. Okay, now this is the part that I dreaded the most. This is the imp battle. Alright, so how do you do the imp battle when you don't have any fire gear and you don't have raid gear? Well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the trick I use to do the imp battle. And maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But this is a real battle. This is a struggle to get around this corner. So you have 20 still. You never leveled the last 20? Oh my gosh. Come on, man. You're good at running ZG. You need a second 20 group. Even this guy, even Zolder leveled... Oh, wait. I'm getting distracted because I'm upset. Even Zolder leveled 20. Two groups of 20. Alright, now we're going to hit Shift 4. The Hunters, which 420 hates in raid, but I have Hunters in raid, and they're going to make this corner possible for me, where it wouldn't be possible. Look at that 420. You see that? You see that? That's 5 freaking Hunter traps that are going to trap 5 imps and make this crappy raid be able to turn this corner. So don't tell me Hunters are worthless. Look at that. Look how easy that was. Oh my gosh. 420, I hope you're watching this, because flexibility is more important than DPS when you're just trying to get things done. When you're just trying to survive and kill with no gear. Boom. Those Hunters already earned their ticket into Molten Core, into this raid. Yes, they do crappy DPS, but oh well. Pick up all this dark iron ore, man. Shoot. And that's the sweetness of WoW. Even the lamest tune, the lamest class, and the lamest spec can bring one little thing to the table that can make the difference. Think about the Moonkin, alright? Yes, the Moonkin is considered an Oomkin. He's considered a DPS that goes out of mana. But if you use 5-minute multiboxing, Moonkins don't use mana potions to refresh their mana for spells. They only use mana potions when they are asked to rebirth, to res, to do a combat res. And so that Moonkin is a combat res waiting to happen. He's lending something to the raid. He's lending his one little thing to the raid that may make the difference between victory and defeat. So why not? Alright, this is Lucifron with a raid that is here for the first time. These 40 tunes have never been in Molten Core. There may be 5 of them who have been, but 35 of them I know for a fact have not, because I just turned in the quest to enter Molten Core for the first time on 35 of these tunes. So they're about to get their baptism by fire. How's my gold doing now? Ooh, I'm at 1400. 1400 gold. I are rich. Okay, what else does this guy have in his bags? He's got a bunch of junk. Make sure everybody in your raid learns disenchanting. You get disenchanting at level 1 enchanting. And I don't even think you need a copper rod for it. You don't even need a copper rod for it. So make sure everybody learns enchanting. Okay, he just refuses to trade. That guy doesn't want to let go of his gold. There we go. Are you going to trade? Are you going to trade? Yeah, you gave me your gold. 1500 gold. 1500 now. Okay, enough with the trading. Let's get with the winning. Let's get with the Lucifroning. Okay, Lucifron. This is it, baby. This is it. He's kind of out of sync with his lieutenants, so you know what? I'm just going to actually shoot the first lieutenant and have him get pulled down to the raid. And we want Lucifron to drop that first doom out of range. So 5, 4, 3. Oh, mistimed doom, and that's really gonna hurt. Raids like this can't survive a doom. So unfortunately the doom was mistimed. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then run back into healing range. I'm gonna hit the 3 key now. Is nobody gonna heal me? I feel like nobody's healing me. Where are all my heals, bro? Oh, maybe somebody is healing. Oh yeah, see, he just doesn't have. Oh, and I dropped another doom on the raid. Oh my gosh, can my raid survive 2 dooms? I really doubt it. But Lucifron's being attacked now, so we killed. Oh, there goes the second doom. That one hurt. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. 2 dooms and my raid survived with AoE heal. See, that's a chain heal coming in. You know what that means? That means they were in AoE heal mode. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 dooms on my green raid. We lost one guy. Just not getting a lot of DPS. You know why? Because a lot of my guys are melee. 5, 4, 3. okay to count out loud. 1, and that is it for him. And this guy's just going to fight backwards, and that is it for him. Oh my gosh, I don't know where my other I don't know where my other tanks are. Is Zolder 4 tank? I don't know. Oh well, we're just gonna fight toe to toe now. See how it goes. It's not gonna go well. There's too many dooms. Now, if I hadn't dropped 2 dooms on my raid, it would have been okay. But here I was chit-chatting. That actually went really, really well. I'm totally happy with that result. That tells me that I can do this. Yep, this is doable. Nobody has a soul stone? Really? I got no soul stones laid. Nope, no soul stones laid. They all just got burned in that last res. So let's pick everybody up. Oh, that was really good actually. If I had driven that right, we would have one-shot that. Okay, we gotta turn this guy's stuff on, man. I need to figure out how to do this programmatically. See, enable floating combat text. That should all be on. You want all the information. You don't want to be in the dark. Jeez. Look how far they're patting down. So creepy. Alright, it is time. See, one of the dooms that I got was because I didn't know I was being healed. I didn't see any of the heals landing because floating combat text was off. And I just kept backing further and further up to the raid till it was impossible for me to get out of doom range. So that's a configuration thing I've got to figure out, how to make everybody's floating combat text turn on /init. Okay, so these 2 guys, this guy here should release, and this guy here, the guy halfway up, should release, just to make sure nothing goes wrong. Meanwhile, we'll count healers. Let's count healers. See how many healers we have in this raid. Because in a raid, in a world where you have lots of healers, yeah, see, we have 13 healers. And Zolder 11 is way ahead of everybody else. We have 13 healers in this raid. That's a good number. I think you should have 14 for an undergeared raid. And I may change that for this raid, so let's start resing. We got a good bunch of resers together now. We got a good core bunch of resers with some serious mana together, so we're going to get a bunch of reses in right now. Boom. Bunch more. I've got to arrange these windows all so that they are in sensible order. But they're in order of his account number right now. Kind of funny. That's the order I picked. The way his accounts were numbered is not the correct order. Alright, now we have to hand res some people. Let's go hand res this guy. And everybody's up, except for the people who need to be hand resed. And I don't know who all my tanks. I have 5 tanks. I just don't know who they are. Oh, this guy's out of mana. Get back here. Get back here, Zolder, whoever you are. Alright, let me get another reser. Oh, nope, he's got mana now. He just needed to wait that little time. Oh crap, here they come. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Resing takes 10 seconds, and it can be a stressful 10 seconds. Get down here, get down here. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, there's somebody dead right there. There's somebody who didn't get rezzed? I guess so. Woo! That was close. So one of the things that, one of the reasons you start with Lucifron is because it gives you trank shot, and surely none of these hunters has trank shot. And trank shot is useful on a lot of bosses, but most notably the very next boss, Magmadar, which we should be able to handle pretty well too. I think. Did anybody see my last Magmadar? Nobody died in my last Magmadar, so that's pretty well handled. Maybe one guy died, I don't know. Fake news. Okay, this time there will be no dooms on the raid. You have my word. Okay, what are we up to in the money category now? 1,682. That's pretty much almost as much as I have on my other. Is that Bracers of Might? Soldier 4 has Bracers of Might he's not even wearing. I'm not so sure these guys are dressed up right. I guess he's going for the ZG. The ZG bonus. Let's heal up, drink up, and kick ass. Because this is going to happen. This is going to happen. Mark my words. Oh. Drink, 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 drink. Speaking of drinking, tea. We're a dry house now that Eli crashed the car. That was just actually hyper diluted coffee. I'm drinking coffee at night, and you know what that means. I will not be able to sleep tonight. I don't know why I'm torturing myself that way. Alright. Let's kill. It looks like they're all together. We'll pull Lucifron this time. I'm going to come back for my power word shield. Yeah. Why not? Oh, they are not all together. They are not all together at all. And oh, I'm not getting a doom clock. Shoot. That's alright. That's alright. I know there's going to be a doom here. So there it is. And my raid didn't take it. My raid didn't take it? My raid did take it? No, my raid didn't take it. Okay. Doom in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, it scared me because it did doom some things, but they were all pets. Okay, my stack is back there fighting the good fight against the Flame Wakers. Oh, they did take a doom, damn it. How did they get that doom? How did they get that doom? I did good on the dooms. Damn it. Flame Waker's almost all dead. I'm going to use a soul stone on this guy. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the dooms off my raid. Nobody's dead. Nobody's dead. This looks really good. 9, 8, 7, 6, And my health's low on the run out. That's bad. I'm gonna have to start spamming. Oh shit! Just before I could do it, I was gonna spam. Flood heal, and that's what you can do when you have crappy gear. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I gotta have Doom. See if I can use my camera positioning to show you guys what's going on in the fight. This guy looks like a better warrior. Might use him. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, I'm taking it. I'm taking it hard. Oh, and this guy doesn't have... Oh my gosh, he doesn't have... Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, no. 5 seconds till impending doom. Oh, that's going to be a doom on the raid. Okay, that's a doom on the raid. I'm going to hit the G key a few times. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where you going, bro? I don't even know if this guy's a tank. I think he is. He's got a shield on. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I think we dodged that doom. I'm going to bring this guy down in front of my other guy so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, well, that didn't last very long. Right, I guess I better get to know my raid better and arrange things a little better on the screen, because I have no idea who my good tanks are, who my bad tanks are. And that was sad. That was sad. I think that should have gone better. I'm going to give this one more try. That should have gone much better than that. I did see a doom drop on the raid though. Okay, so here's a trick that you can use, and stop me if you don't see me doing it after the res. If you find your timers aren't working, right, or you have any reason to suspect that your timers might be out of sync, reload your UI just before the fight. Reload your UI on your main tank just before the fight, and all of your timers will reset, and all those troubles that you have with I'm looking for used soulstone. Yep, I got another soulstone over there. Good. All the troubles that you have with timers being out of whack go away. So I got 5 resers up now. 2, 4, 6, 7 resers up now. So today is release day. There have been several bug fixes in the release today, so if you haven't downloaded the last one, you definitely want to download the latest. And as always, some things slip through on the release that only you guys find, because I do some pretty shoddy testing on my end. Tell it to my manager. Complain to the manager. I don't know why I'm doing all this. I don't know why I put so much time into this. I have no idea what is driving me, but I just want it to work for some reason. It's giving us some sort of, I don't know, purpose outside work. Sometimes you want a purpose outside work. And that utilizes your skills. You can have a purpose outside work that doesn't utilize any of your skills. There's plenty of that. I mean, I do have a purpose outside work. It's my grandson, but that doesn't yet utilize my skills. But we'll utilize some skills on my grandson. Teach him, proper way to kill people in Battlefield and stuff. how to read books. This is too close for comfort. Alright. I think if I just don't drop any dooms on the raid, we're going to be okay. Now let's turn this secondary tank. Okay, let's find out who my good tanks are. We can do that by looking at the amount of health on each tank. And we'll just rank them by health, by max health. So let's do that right now. Okay. Zolder 4, max health, 4689. Zolder 37, max health 3500. No good. Zolder 1, max health 4359. Ooh, that's the one I'm using. Ooh. Zolder 3, 4209. Zolder 2, 4349. Looks like I'm using the second best tank right now, so let's find Zolder 4 and bring him down. He's going to be my guy. We're going to switch windows here. That guy is like a warlock or something. He doesn't belong down here. I'm going to put all the tanks down here. Zolder 1, you can go over here. Zolder 4, you're going to be my regular Saturday night thing. And we're going to power our way through this by sheer force of will. Okay. And I supposedly have one bear tank. I don't know who that's being right now, but we're not going to use him. So what were our rankings? Zolder 2, 4349. Zolder 1, 4359. That's Zolder 1. That's Zolder 2. And then Zolder 4, 4689. And then Zolder 3, let's find him because we may need him. We may need everybody. All hands on deck. Zolder 6, 11, 2, 20, 18, 10. Is he not on this? I think Zolder 3 might not even be on my main computer, which means I can't bring him over. Alright, so this is what we're going with. And let me change windows to Zolder 4. There you go. Let's spawn our bars. And Zolder 4 is now the boss. And he is a troll. Wow. We could do better than that. Let's check his bags for better gear. And while we buff. Alright, what has he got? He's got stockade pauldrons. Why is he not wearing those? No. Stockade pauldrons, bro. Oh my goodness. Medallion of Grand Marshal Morris. That's good. Why would you not wear that, you goofball? Holy crap, that's such an upgrade. Where did it go? Where did it go? It disappeared. He's got Braces of Might. Where did my Grand Marshal Morris go? Oh my gosh, let me reload my UI. Something went wrong. Oh, it's a necklace. Duh. I thought it was a trinket. Actually, Morris might not be the best thing to wear if he has that other necklace. We're gonna see though. Okay, he's got Talisman of Protection, Dodge. Yeah, no, that was the right decision. Okay, he's got Bloodlord's Defender, which is awesome. best thing you can have. Boots of Avoidance, 2% dodge. 2% dodge is probably better than... 2% dodge is probably better than 5 defense. But it's 25 stamina. Hard to say no to that. I'm going to go with them. And he's got Stone Grip Gauntlets, which is great. So, alright, I'm calling this a big upgrade. He's now at 5,700 health. That is not bad. Okay, let's everybody drink a little bit. And we're going to get DPS up here. We want Lucifron. We want Lucifron. We want Lucifron. USA, USA. Wait a minute. Alright, that's good. Zolder Priest is not drinking. I really want those priests to be at full, but not drinking. We need every single drop of mana that we can get. Okay, let's go look at our Lucy. Come here, Lucifron. Come here, Lucifron. Oh, remember? I was supposed to reload, and I did. I already reloaded once. I'm actually not going to pull that protector first. I really want to make sure and focus on getting the first Doom out of range. And I can only do that very well if I pull Lucifron first. It's best the protectors just kind of keep to themselves. That's the F2 key that puts a power word shield on all tanks. Impending Doom in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Except I'm gonna die now. Oh, that was close. Doom on the raid, really? Really? Oh my gosh. 4, 3, 2. Oh, I got really way too close to the imp tunnel. Okay, we survived one Doom on the raid, but damn it. Why, Todd? Why? Flamewicks are still up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No Doom on the raid. No Doom on the raid. Although one guy, Zolder 18 is too far forward. He got a Doom somehow. The guys aren't doing a really good job on the protectors this time, and I don't know why. Probably they got jumbled and rearranged. I'm gonna back them all up. I see yellow frames. I saw lots of yellow frames. Thanks, darling. Man. Not really sure what went wrong there. I'd have to watch the film. That wasn't even close. They weren't killing the Flamewickers. There's still Flamewicker up, like at 90%. There's just something wrong with way they were working. I'm going to reincarnate too, just because I don't feel like waiting around all day long. What are these guys all over the place? See, look at these guys. There were guys, they did the multi-box run or something. That guy stepped forward. What is going on here? Alright, I'm not counting that one. That one was just weird. Reset and try again. As long as we have... Oh, those older... It's not drinking because he never got water. Boo. As long as we have reincarnates, we are trying again. Now, there's no shame in having somebody with a good tank come in and help you, alright? To get over that first bump. And it's what it took me. I mean, I didn't start soloing Molten Core by myself. I actually had a tank come in with a healer and got me all of my first Molten Core kills and got me gear. That initial seed of starting gear allowed me to branch out on my own. I didn't do it all by myself. I'm not saying you can't do it all by yourself. I've proven you can, but you don't have to, and there's no shame in not doing it all by yourself. The faster you get geared up and the faster you get into AQ40, killing the bug trio, for example, one of my users killed the bug trio tonight in AQ40, the second boss in AQ40. Awesome. And he works with another, multi-boxer. They work together on it. That's just amazing. And people are now, I mean, they're going way past me. Those guys are able to do the first few bosses in BWL. They're able to do now the first few bosses in AQ20 and AQ40. I can only do one boss. They can do all the bosses in AQ20, and I don't do Osarian. So I've created a monster that is growing beyond me, and that's okay. That's okay, because the biggest problem that I had when I was first starting this out was being all alone with no resources or knowledge. Everything I did, I had to make up, and that's fine, it's fun and all, but it's also at times frustrating and slow, and we can always achieve more together as a team than alone. You know, people innovate, people figure out new ways to do things that maybe you didn't even think of. Right, all those guys just got to release spirit so I can res them safely. There's a whole bunch of guys. There was some sort of multi-box run up to the center that was a disaster for sure. But it's clear that you can get much more done as a team of 2 multi-boxers than you can as a team of 1 as a solo multi-boxer. It's clear beyond any shadow of a doubt. And so if you want to just get together with one other guy and become, a multi-boxer, where you just run 20, or 3 and he runs 10, however you want to split it up, you can get more done that way than by soloing. That's the fact. Now, I'm sort of a solo guy. I want to solo everything. And I'm happy to get things done with another guy, but at the end of the day, I consider myself successful only if I can solo it. let's see what we got here. Who is what? Who is a healer? Who's a reser? This guy's a reser. I need to put their res buttons naturally out on shift 7, which is where I always put them, but I've never added it into 5-minute multiboxing. So I'm going to put that in because I'm tired of digging it out. Everybody's res button should be on shift 7, and I will make sure that happens. Or shift 8. Shift 8 is probably better, yeah. Shift 7 is for Warlock Drain Soul. Force Drain Soul. Okay, we're finally rest. Buff, win. Buff and win. Center the raid much better than before. Buff and win. This time what I'm going to do is when I pull him at first, I'm going to come down enough to get a heal and really pull the Flame Wakers hard toward the stack, and then I'll immediately run out to avoid the doom hitting the raid. Because I've got 8 seconds, and in fact I'm going to reload again just to make sure my timers are pristine. This is going to need a lot of tries. Okay, this is annoying. Annoyingly big. Alright, everybody in line. Back up perfectly. Everybody backed up. Everybody except me. No, that guy's not backed up. Get back up. Get back up, sucker. Everybody's backed up. Alright. Spawned. Drink. Actually, let's generate some mage water because obviously people don't have enough water. I'm trying to find my mages casting mage water. There's 1, 2. This guy doesn't have enough mages. 3, 4. I see 4 mages. Can it be that few? Dude, you needed more mages. Mages are heavy lifters here, bro. Okay, trade water around. And we're still buffing, actually. Forget trading water, we're still buffing. We can't be pulling. 5,800 health. That's getting into the... Once you have 6,000 health, you're in the zone for Molten Core. That's where you want to be. I have to look if I'm still streaming because nobody's saying anything on the chat. You guys got to help me out, man. I'm here ad-libbing. Say something. We're all too busy multiboxing. Still throwing fortitude around. Yeah, Kelsaran, my old coach, always used to be so annoyed by how long raid resets would take. And rightfully so. I mean, raid resets take a long time when you're multiboxing solo. Not really sure how I can speed it up. Okay, who is this who never has water? Zolder 13. Zolder 13, why do you not have water? Oh, because your bags are full. That would do it. rid of some of these old brown bags. Alright, Zilder 13 is no longer full. And people are still trading him junk. Unfortunately, I made him the BOE collector, so his bags are going to continually be filled because we had so many BOEs in this raid. Wonder if he can disenchant. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. So guess what? We're going to start the process of our disenchantment. Let's do some bag emptying. Whoa. Oh. Raid restart. No. That's a good thing I didn't pull, huh? It's a good thing I was disenchanting. A very good thing indeed. Is my video not working? I guess I forgot to look. I feel good about this pull coming up. Plenty good. Okay, let's get the video working. Sorry the video wasn't working. Didn't realize. That was really bad of me. I'm a bad streamer. I'm so low effort. You can't even call me a streamer. Oh no, you just killed Mome. Oh no, dude. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You don't need to be scared to log in. Just already accept the fact that you lost everything. Oh my gosh, that's so horrible. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Why you give me a hard time on that password? Finally, God. New password. Who dis? Alright, Zolder 10, you get ejected up to the top. Zolder 4, you come down here. Zolder 1, you can stay there. Man, I feel like watching history tonight on YouTube. Zolder 2, go over there. You go up there, sucker. So, what happened? Yep, bye-bye, Ring of Fury. Oh my gosh. Dude, you have my major condolences. It's happened to me before, and it's always bad. That's why I set an alarm on my clock to, back in the day. I don't do it anymore. I don't care enough right now, but I should. I mean, now I'm in AQ40. I should care more. So, set an alarm on your phone and make sure that never happens again. Finally, after all that time, it is time. Let's reset. We're going to go current fight. Reset total. You are not the leader. Oh, I'm not the leader. I better be the leader. Let me make Zolder 4 the leader. Zolder 4. Zolder 4 does not have a priest in his group. That is not good. We're going to change that. Zolder 3 is going to be the odd man out. Am I leader yet? Doesn't look like I'm leader yet. New leader, yes. I'm leader now, bitch. Zolder 3, get the fuck out. Nope, I'm still not leader. Why does it not show me as leader? Zolder 14. Oh, great. Yeah, good job, Todd. Zolder. This is Zolder 4, right? Oh, great. Now Zolder 14 is the leader, and I've got to find him to make the proper person the leader. 24, 20, 18, 10. Oh, gosh, he's on the other one. 3, 35, 12. Never, ever, ever name your multi-box tunes by numbers. It's just awful. It's a terrible thing to do. It's a terrible way to play it. New leader? Nope. This is just not working. New leader. Alright, let's just promote him. Alright, Zolder 2 is back to being the leader. Why can't I make Zolder 4 the leader? Okay, Zolder 2 is a new leader. Alright, Zolder 4, can you be leader? Fuck! It's giving it to Zolder 14. Are you kidding me? Alright, anyways, you're just gonna make everybody assist. And that's not working. That is not working. Hold on. The make everybody assist thing is not working anymore. Okay, that bugged out and that's not fixed. We're gonna have to get that working. Whatever. Doesn't have to be perfect right now, but if I want to CC, I have to be the raid leader or at least assist, and I'm not either. Oh gosh, I can't believe you lost your mom gear. Hey, aren't all your shaman numbered? They're Spanish numbers, it's different. That's style. Okay, let's get my bubble on me. Now I'm going to come all the way back here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No doom on the right that time, baby. I'm going to burst. And I'm hitting the 3 key like there's no mañana. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No doom on raid. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No doom on raid. Still Flame Waker up though. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But I can see from the imps being up here that we are in DPS. We are in DPS phase. I'm going to try and have the pallies pick up that one guy. And they did. The pallies. 5, 4. The druids picked up that one guy. And this is going very well this time. I'm going to flood heal now. I'm going to flood heal just before I go out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. That was a flood heal on the way out. No dooms on the raid at all. But at the same time, my DPS sucks like hell. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I just spam the 6 key as I run out, and I get some farewell heals. My healers are having real trouble holding me up. And we're gonna get a doom on the raid because my guy just was not staying up. Last stand already? Are you joking? Okay, we suffered one doom, but we may not suffer another. Gosh, the DPS is slow. Oh my gosh, 1700 DPS, guys. I'm not so sure about this anymore. 5 seconds to doom. Oops, we're gonna get a doom. And this guy's spongy as hell. Oh, and that doom took us out. That was the doom of doom. Oh, the DPS is so bad. Oh, oh, it's so bad. How are the warlocks so low? How are the warlocks at 79 DPS? What are they wearing? Here's a warlock. What's he wearing? Felt cloth hood. ZG stuff. Oh, oh, that's a problem. White cape. Spirit owl tunic. Soul harvester. One ring. Band of servitude. He's been in molten core. How did he get a band of servitude? Isn't that molten core? No, that's got to be ZG. Dude, their DPS is so bad with all that melee. I don't know, man. Let me see what we can do about this. We've got to change some stuff up. I had to, even the bug raid, I had to change stuff up in the bug raid before I was able to drop Lucifron. I had to add a healer. Okay, let's look at the poor performers. Look at this. Zolder 1 and 3, they're excused, they're tanks. Zolder 2 is a tank. Zolder tries 37 and 35 are Fury Warriors. The rogues, obviously. Oh my gosh, we have a druid, a feral druid. And we have this stupid, terrible druid tank, Zolder 21. And we have a shadow priest. I'm okay with one shadow priest. But apparently these shaman aren't really pulling their weight. They're not doing as much damage as hunters without pets. That's bad. This hunter's doing great. Zolder 24. Relatively speaking, 90 DPS for the whole fight. It just makes that sure that is a current fight segment. Yep. Oh gosh. I don't know, man. I think I may need to seed this with an actual tank and healer and pull all these guys through till they have some gear. I think that's what I have to do. What's up, Marcus? You may have come in on the tail end of this, Marcus, unfortunately, because I've already tried Lucifron like 6 times. It's a good raid, okay, but it's just not generating the DPS it needs to right now. The mages are barely doing 100 DPS for the fight. We got to check everybody's spec because Warlock should not be doing 77 DPS in any world. Why does this Warlock have a Frostbolt? That Warlock has a Frostbolt on his log. This Warlock has a Fireball on his log. Looks like it's an imperfect science. You know, the elemental shaman should probably just become healers for now until we get, and these druids, the druid tank and the feral druid should become healers. 100%. That will solve our issue. Those guys aren't contributing anything to the raid, and they could contribute so much more if they simply put on some healing gear and started healing. So let's look at the healing. Okay, the priests are doing the very big chunk of the healing. And the Druid is doing pretty good. He's using Healing Touch, Rejuvenation, and Regrowth. These are quick heal calls, I guess. The Rejuve comes from AoE heals. The Regrowth is being called from Quick Heal. I may need to change that. Don't really... Let's check the overhealing before I decide. Yes, Druid's overhealing was 2230, but what was his total healing? Either 13, I forget which one it was, either 13 or 10,000. So if it was 13, it's kind of okay, but I still think they should be doing direct heals, so I may change that. Why are these shamans so terrible? How can you have so few heals? This guy had more healing in Chain Heal than in Healing Wave, which means he wasn't really getting any heals out on the main tank. Probably used all his mana up in Chain Heal. I mean, you can learn so much from analyzing the DPS meters about what's going on. Let's look at effective healing. I mean, the Druid's doing great in effective healing. He really is. He's competing with the Shaman, doing super. This Druid probably just isn't being called on to heal as much because he's so far down on the list. It's a good amount of effective healing, I suppose. Not really. 169,000 for that whole fight. That's very little healing to absorb. Very little healing. So, I mean, I can easily use 500,000 healing on that fight when I'm in my big raid. So I think there's going to be some respecking and some guest tanking. That's the key. Guest tanking. I'll bring Mutalia in since she's not saved. I'll bring Mutalia in as a guest tank and get some of these tanks with their gear. And as far as healer goes, guest healer, might not need one if I spec a whole bunch of other healers. So anyway, Mutalia is not saved to anything, so she'll come in and be the cadre tank, and she's got full might gear and, you know, the whole 9 yards. She's got a nice Buru shield. Bloodlord's Defender and all that. And we'll get some shit done. But first, respecs. More heals. When your raid is terrible, you have to overdo healing. 14 healers is not too many when your raid is terrible. And 15 healers is not too many when your raid is terrible. Basically, take any of the DPS who are not contributing on fights like this, make them healers. No shame, just go for it. Thanks, Valatorin. No, I don't want to ruin your guys because I want you to do your own molten cores with Bug Raid or whoever you need from Bug Raid. We need to level the last year guys. I don't know why. I want 4 full 40-man raids. How far are your guys from 60? Dude, I had so many soul stones that we do have a respectable amount of warlocks, but there's something wrong with them. The warlocks are retarded or something because they are doing no damage. Warlocks should be the queen of the battlefield. I mean, over a long period of time, they should be number 1 because mages run out of mana and warlocks never do. So I'm just gonna, since we just had the reset, I'm just gonna res all these guys, leave them here, run Mutalia in, and just have Mutalia do the tanking for the rest of this Molten Core. I think just having Mutalia do the tanking will probably be enough, because these guys just do not have a whole lot of defense, it looks like. They're 35? That's not even leveled. You can get 35 in 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. No, man, I'm not. I was gonna suggest I take them over to get them, the last 10 levels or so, but no way, man. I'm not going from 35. That's torture. We need to get Samson Slice in on this, or was it Mordo? Who's the one who's the one who leveled to 60 in 2.5 hours? That's the guy we need right there. No, I think that shatters my dream of 4 40-man raids. You're just gonna have to take part of Bug Raid, and that's it. We have 3 40-man raids with some flexibility for substitutions from Bug Raid, and we'll mix and match. I do want Fury Warriors, I do, but if I can't kill Lucifron, what good are they? They can't play. They do take part, obviously, in the Flamewaker part, and they did something of a job on the Flamewakers, but in the overall scheme of things, tiny 1.6% of the whole damage, that fight. No, that's Zolder 1 and 3. Zolder 4. No, the Fury Warriors were doing jack shit. Who's the Fury Warriors? 37, yeah, it's 0.9%. I see auto attack, execute, deep wound. There we go, bloodthirst, heroic strike, deep wound. Zolder 37 might not even have his Fury spec. I think he might not even have a Fury spec. Zolder 37, and I gotta get all the melee on this screen. Maybe not. Maybe that's going too far. But I do have to sort out my screens and put them in the right order so that it makes sense. And by the way, when you're ordering your boxes in your toon list .text, that's how they come out on the screen. Kinda. Because my screen pattern is kind of screwed up. I'm popping windows not left to right, top to bottom. I'm going to fix that. That's no good. That's not a great thing to do. They should pop left to right, top to bottom, except for, well, I almost started the fight, except for the tanks. The tanks should be the number 2, 3, and 4 windows popped, because they seem to run fastest. They seem to get good processor affinity and get great frame rates that way. Oh, how many ores did you get? It'll be nice having Mutalia in here. Mutalia now has a purpose, because I haven't been using her, so that's great. Here we have somebody with a purpose, but these other guys, man, a good raid can afford to carry a Feral Druid. A bad raid cannot afford to carry a Feral Druid. Make him a Moonkin, make him a healer. Not Feral. Feral is just a hole in your raid. Somebody would let a Feral in their raid if he were the only druid in the raid, and he were going to drop Mark of the Wild on everybody. $20 righteous orbs so far. Nice farm. Do I get any of those? Multi-box author fee. Alright, let's see if this guy has any enchanters. High level enchanters. We're going to go to the P menu. He said B. And this guy is... Does that say what I think it says? 300 enchanting? What the hell? Look at this. We have a 300 enchanter that doesn't have a runed Arcanite rod. Where is his rod? Where is his rod? He's got wizard oil, alright. His bags are full, that's terrible. You can't have full bags, period. We're gonna need to shout. We have to make a modification where people will yell when their bags are full, because it just totally breaks. It totally breaks auto trade when people's bags are full. Alright, look, there's something you can see, even though I don't have the Arcanite Rod and I don't have any enchants, but just by opening your enchant window, it kind of shows you what your raid looks like. Look at all this. Look at all that. These are all the missing enchants. And look at that. I believe, well, I was going to say, I believe he claims he has enough mats for a lot of these enchants, but he doesn't. I don't know why he's not admitting to the fact that he doesn't have the mats on a lot of these enchants. But yeah, I can see in his bags he has no mats. He's got one large brilliant shard, so yeah, so much for that. I think we are due a visit actually back to Orgrimmar to do a lot of work on this raid. A lot of work. And then we will come back here and we will kick this place's ass. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Especially with Mutalia. Alright. Do I want to do that? What I would rather do is rewrite the entire 5-minute multiboxing code to look nice and be more programmer correct. But Borrowed Army 2, I think Borrowed Army 1, you know, my first Borrowed Army video, we killed everything. We went all the way up to Major Domo. We didn't kill Major Domo that day because I was scared. I was scared we had so much success that I was scared to ruin it by botching it on Major Domo. And I didn't use anybody in that Borrowed Army. That was bug raid. Proof that a well-geared pre-raid BIS type raid can kick Molten Core's ass. This is a much different animal. This has a lot of ZG gear in it, but it also has a lot of empty dead slots and empty dead specs. So this one did not overpower quite yet. And it needs a lot of enchants. I mean, let's face it, enchants are important there. Like 420 said, having your raid fully enchanted is like having 2 or 3 more raiders in your raid. That's a big deal, you know? 2 or 3 more raiders. It's a very big deal, and these DPS numbers are pathetic. So we need to look at things like Zolder 7 doing 77 DPS. See, even on the screen. Zolder 6 is probably another one of the stupid warlocks. Yep, 69 DPS. This guy, right here. Right here. This is part of the problem. A warlock doing 69 fucking DPS. Look at this. He's got Fang of Vinoxus. He's got Fire Rune Grimoire. Torch of Austin. That's no good. But he's got the double Zanzil's bands. He's got Bloodvine leggings. Belt of Tiny Heads. There is no reason He should be doing 69 DPS. This guy should be absolutely smacking it down. So what's going wrong? What's his spec? He's got Nightfall spec. I hate that. It's a lot of points to get to a free Shadow Bolt once in a while. Doesn't have Ember Storm. That's not great. If you're doing Hellfire, you want Ember Storm. I love Intensity. It might work. Everything else is kind of okay. You want Improved Searing Pain for Jindu. Pyroclasm doesn't work, so don't ever take it. And then I take some points in Demonology just to get the stamina. And sometimes I'll go up to Nightfall. I won't usually go to Nightfall though, and I you know, he had to choose what to take, obviously, but most of this stuff is garbage, really. 20% range on affliction spells? Come on. That's just 2 points wasted. And we don't use Curse of Agony, so that's 5 points in his spec wasted. I love Improved Life Tap. It's almost a must. It's fantastic. Improved Drain Soul, probably 2 more points wasted. So, because this never happens. You're not going to use mana. You're not going to need mana on a boss fight, especially because I don't use Drain Soul on bosses anymore. So this is just junk, really. That's 5 points wasted. I mean, I'm counting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 14, 16. Nightfall's not wasted, but 16 points used in this tree, most of which, all but 2 of which, are wasted. Meanwhile, we could get possibly Aftermath. I don't know. We get Improved Firebolt. Definitely Ember Storm. Intensity for sure. And a bunch of Demonology stuff. You know, we can go pretty deep in Demonology. We can actually make your imp hit a lot harder. Oh, you want to do Osarian, First Guardian dead. Alright. I don't know how to do Osarian, but we're gonna try. Okay, let me get my guys back. Call this Zolder. And we're gonna copy my tune list. And run 5-minute multiboxing.bat. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Yes, yes. Okay. Got my guys back. Reload script. Z-Raid. We need comms to do Aussie if Duo can't at the moment. Oh. You don't think we can? By the way, how do you kill the Guardian? What's going on, man. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. Let's try that again. There we go. Reload again. I had errors when I reloaded. Oh. I was trying to load my batch file. That's my hotkeynet file. That ain't gonna work. Okay, we cool. We cool. Yeah. Comms to do Aussie. I guess you and I have to be the duo team. Oh, what a day. Such a day. Such a day. You know, in life, they say it's a roller coaster, and it's got its ups and its downs, but a roller coaster implies way more than ups and downs. It implies exhilarating ups and terrifying downs. And it's that terrifying downs part of life as a roller coaster that's sometimes so hard to take. And I find in life it's best to, and I've only found this over long years on this planet, but it's best to not take anything too hard and over celebrate the good things. So if you under stress the bad things and over celebrate the good things, you go through life a bit less stressed, a lot less stressed, and with many fewer gray hairs, and generally more happiness and a better attitude. So that's what I try to do. Who am I focused on right here? Let me switch to EverSmile. Oops, I see that some people don't have buttons. Let's do a Control-I. I can do a Control-I during battle. I'm not scared. Get on my buttons, man. So when life deals you harsh blows and people you trust let you down, you just have to understand that's part of the game. It's part of living. And you can't give up because of it, because it's going to happen again. And instead of giving up, you have to learn to will yourself through these things, and you have to learn to have the right attitude and reflect on the positives and what good comes out of every bad event. And every bad event has something good come out of it, almost without exception. Still looking for the good one here. Sometimes it takes a while to find it. Sometimes it takes a while to see it. Um, but if you look for it, you can usually find it, and you can usually ponder your way through it. Say, hey, you know what? If Eli hadn't almost killed himself, then blah diddy blah diddy blah. You know, Hitler would be born. Whatever, I don't know. But you cannot add 1 second to your life by worrying about things over which you have no control. All that you do when you worry about things over which you have no control is steal seconds from your life. You are actually shortening your life, because every bit of stress you let yourself feel, every anxious moment you lay awake at night, thinking, staring at the ceiling, wondering what if this, what if that, you are shortening your life. That little bit, you're shooting a tiny little bullet into your heart that makes you older and closer to the grave and does nothing to solve your problems. So focus on solutions and focus on your outlook. How do you relax? How do you react to tragedy and adversity in your life? Do you let it consume you, or do you try to find joy in the face of adversity? Try to focus on what you've got, not what you've not. I've still got a son, and every time I think about that, I smile. So it's hard. It's hard to be upset about, the risk factors in Eli's life and when I've lost, when I know I still have him. So he learned a lesson I didn't want him to learn the hard way. I hoped that he had learned from me. He didn't. Chose not to. And maybe that's a lesson, since he learned it so early, will really change his life for the better in the rest of his life. So those are the things that go through my head as I'm laying awake, having my gray hair grow. We've had a lot of adversity in our family. We've had our share. We've had deaths in the family and job losses and setbacks. But on the whole, we've done really well. And we've always stayed on the leading edge of the prosperity curve and pretty far away from the disaster area of the curve. I mean, if you want me to count my blessings, my daughter went to college for free, right? Both bachelor's and master's. My other daughter went to college with major financing from her grandma. My first daughter went to art school and paid half her way, and now has a great job. And Eli is wrapping up his AA degree in automotive, in diesel, right now. And God willing, he's going to make it to the end. So, I mean, wow, what a champion set of kids. And what's the only thing that's really gone wrong there? plenty. All right, there's been plenty of incidents, but nothing as serious as what happened on Friday, where he was in a car that was spinning, tumbling through the air on the San Mateo Bridge. And if that's the only thing that ever goes wrong in his life, is that if that's the worst mistake he ever made. All right, guys. Well, that's it. We're not going to do Aussie because he needs to talk on the mic, but he can't talk when the baby's asleep in the morning. So we're going to have to figure out some way to connect when we're both on and okay. And we're going to do something spectacular, something really spectacular. I'm really excited about the bug trio going down. I need to hear more about that from my boy, IDP, and we'll get more on that story. That's just amazing. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Night.